this will focus, that'd be wonderful. Yeah, man. Okay, we're just gonna have to wait until it autofocuses. Hi, I'm Scorpion's Fatality, and I'm making this video because people keep flocking to my other video, not actually watching it. Wow! People think that I'm hating on custom barns. Gee golly gosh! You people are dummies. Good grief. So, this hunk of junk. Oh my gosh, she called it a hunk of junk! Ooh, let's leave all the mean comments in the comments. Ooh, she deletes comments and monitors her channel. Ooh, such a crime. Well, yeah, I do that because I don't feel like having my notifications blow up. YouTube Studio really pushes notifications. I mean, I have notifications on because YouTube does not notify me for shit, but Jesus. Some of you people are nuts. I just want to say that this is a hunk of junk. And people are going to probably say, oh, but not all custom barns are like that. Ooh, I'm going to leave my mean comments. And yeah, I'm going to leave my volume on so you guys can all hear my phone get text notifications. Just to annoy the people more. So, anyway, what's wrong with this barn? Well, I actually never made a review. I've had this thing for 7 years. It's been in 4 houses. It's lovely. It's great, but it's shit. That I've had for 5 years. Hello, Picasso. Hi, buddy. He's a handsome boy. Now, I just want to say that that's an official Breyer barn, and I have problems with it. I have problems. I have problems even with official barn, because those back doors never stay closed. So that's lovely. I might have to make like a little lock on them or something. Also, pretty boy. I will not be doing a Breyer barn tour until after I get a new barn. So yeah. So this barn I got off of eBay in 2011. My dad bought it for me. Oh, why are you complaining? It was a present. Ooh, I'm so offended. Ooh. And I know this is probably gonna piss people off, but I really don't care. I'm tired of dealing with them. So I would have made a video sooner, but I've been busy. Unlike the people who keep commenting. But anyhow, so this barn, the reason why I keep putting stickers and crap all over it is because it's already falling apart. Since day one, and I wish I could have not bought this barn in general. I wish I could have never bought this. Because the thing is, yes, it was a present from my dad, who did not know it was not official Breyer barn. And I know, people are going to say, well, why didn't you research? Because it said it fit Breyers and it was advertised as a Breyer barn. I want to know the exact person who sold this because I really want to know, hey, what went through your mind? And hey, just to let you know, this thing's falling apart and it's been falling apart since day one. Also, fun fact, these sides actually would never go on the proper sides because it's supposed to stick out here. Yeah, they stick out from the back. So, let's begin. The ladder actually fell apart. The ladder cracked in half. I have no idea when it happened. I probably said in the other video, but I have a memory of a potato sometimes. I had to hot glue it. I understand that thin wood can break at any time, but wow. Alright. Now, I know I have a lot of junk up here, but we'll try and go with it. Oh yes, and that's a tack. These things, if you know, these are the haylofts. And they sit with the edges just hanging on. And I don't put much weight onto these. I put the Breyer dolls up there. And I put hats and stuff up there. I have never just thrown a horse up there. Like, I've never thrown, like, Kong and Jake and just slammed them up there and be like, oh, ha, 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 it's hilarious. No, I never have. And I never will. The thing is, this isn't a custom barn. This is not a custom barn. I did not commission this, and people are going to shit all over me for making this video. This is a barn that was advertised. I have made custom products. And if someone is not happy, you bet your ass I will do everything I can to make it better. I am not the kind of person who says, oh yeah, nobody will notice. The thing is, these doors right here, they're little slidey doors, which I find adorable. Really, there's some things to this barn which I think Breyer could do because it's adorable. I think that if they made this a little bit wider, got rid of the tack room, made that stall wider, and made this stall wider, made the doorways wider, it would have been fine. And make it so it's not just made out of these little wooden slats. Because look, whenever you make barns, you can't just make them with flimsy material. This is, you might hear that. You might say, oh, but Scorpion is put together well made. It's really not. And I understand that, like, you can't get it perfect. And yes, those orange splatters were me. I've never painted this barn, though. Excuse me. I have got paint on it before from projects that I have been working on, and I guess I put them too close. I don't remember. It's been years. So, now, let's get to the nitty-gritty of this barn. So, the inside of the stalls, I have actually had nails pop out before. I don't know how, but they just have. Oh, yes, and the bucket holder. Hello. That bucket holder holds no buckets. You have to get those little itty bitty cheap buckets because it's so tiny. It's about the size of a US dime or a US penny. It's about around those sizes. I never truly have stuck change in there, so they're both the same. They're both the same with the little hay feeder. But the thing is, and I added this. I know people are going to say, well, then you can't complain. Well, they're both tiny. They're both thin. And if you want proof, we're gonna. His butt touches, and he's one of my thinnest models, other than Padre. But I'm not risking Padre because he is mint, almost, nearly, kind of. Let's get Chexy with his big butt. Yeah, wow. I don't know if it's noticeable, but yeah, that's a really thin opening. He shouldn't be able to tap his butt on there. Excuse me, please. The tack room is lovely. The tack room, I think, is like my favorite part about this barn because it just had little wooden pegs. Let's look. It has little wooden pegs that stick out for just like bridles and stuff. And like I added these pegs sticking out, but I wish they could have gave me more of these pegs, maybe on this side, because I'm running out of room. Heck. But I just kind of jam all my stuff in there. And I like it. I like the tack room. People think that I'm just crapping all over this barn and calling it a piece of shit and blah, blah, blah. I do have a lot of problems with it. And I feel that we need to regulate these barns. And we need to regulate stuff. But, like, the thing is, this is a nice barn in some aspects. But it does have flaws. And it's had flaws since day one that I think should have been addressed on day one. And I understand that. But the thing is, why I made a video called Don't Buy Knockoff Breyer Barns is because this was excuse my wording, please. This was made and sold like it was a Breyer barn. Yes, it was on eBay, and I know. I should have gone on Breyer's official website. I was younger. My dad didn't know. None of us really knew. And yeah, I get it. It's in the past. That's all I can really say. I used to love this barn, and I still kind of do. It's just kind of a pain in the ass at this point. Especially whenever I look at it from an official, and I look at this. And I understand people are going to be mad, because I'm mad. Whenever I want to actually move my horses, because I keep, Felix, I don't even think he's going to get on camera. Apollo, and then my big, I don't even think I can get him on camera. Let's try anyway. Him. Felix, Phoenix, whatever. I always try and get them in here, and I always have to do it through the roof. Also, what bothers me, though, is that, you know, Where's that ladder? We'll actually measure with the ladder, because why not? Alright, with the ladder. Entrance is that way. I don't get why he didn't, the dude who made this, I don't get why he didn't make this where you put your horses in and out. Like, this is where the door is. And then this is just the side. That would have made it a whole lot better. Because then I wouldn't have to worry about my horse being squeezed, because it's obvious he made this bigger. And people might say that, oh, well, why don't you just cut this off and move it over? Because the thing is, you'd have to cut all of this and just sand it out and all that crap. And it's like, I don't have time for that. Seriously. Who has time to do all of that? Nobody, that's who. And I just want to say that, yes, it is pretty damn cool to have a custom barn. But that doesn't mean I can't say it's bad. And you people need to understand that not all custom barns or pre-mades or pre-built or whatever that aren't made by Breyer and are made by some no-name. Yes, I said it. A no-name or a small business. And when I say no-name, I mean it's not a brand name. I'm a no-name. Who cares? Jeez. Now, the thing is, this barn, if I compare it to this, I'll actually just use the roof for measurement. See, but that's my problem. I'm not saying that Breyer's flawless. Oh no, I've had a lot of problems with Breyer's. If I do this. Yeah, that barn is pretty big, but at the same time, that doesn't make it perfect. It doesn't make it like flawless or anything, and that's what you people are missing out of my video. I'm saying that this barn can be cool. This barn can be modified and fixed up and all that stuff, but why should the consumer have to fix it on day one? And it's been broken since day one, and yet the guy took the money and vanished, so we couldn't really do much. I mean, hell, the pieces on the sides are popping out, and I don't know how. I don't know if it was from moving. I don't know if it was from just the barn. But hell, even on day one, this thing's been falling apart. And just, there's a lot of rough edges on it. And I really do think that these things should be safety tested. And they should be regulated a bit more. Because technically, toys can be regulated. Especially, like, if some companies will still use lead paint. Like in China and stuff. So yes, that's why there are regulations. This still counts as a toy. And people might say, but it was a Christmas, yeah, I think it was a Christmas present, actually. It was a present, Scorpion. You're just being me. You're complaining because it's a present. My dad was even more pissed whenever we found out, like, this was a piece of shit. And we had no way of talking to that seller because he vanished. From our knowledge, we had no way to get in contact other than that eBay. And it just, oh man. If I ever did get in contact with the person, I would appreciate to talk to them. Yeah, I shit on this barn a lot. Because it should never be falling apart. It's been falling apart since day one. It's just like, all we did was assemble some pieces of it. That's really it. We didn't build the entire thing. We didn't get like a wood kit. And it's like, okay, now put piece number 1 with piece number B and blah, 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 blah. No, that's not how it works. Also, another thing that bothers me is that window in the back, my Breyers can't even reach it. And I'm like, oh. Also, the fact that the sides just rub my horses. Also, it's so easy to pull these off. You just have to, like, I'm not going to do it now. All you got to do is pull it, and pop it. Also, I've had my horses fall sometimes in there, and it nearly ripped these off. Like, it nearly broke them, and I was, like, so mad. I know, it can be easy to fix these things, and it can be easy to make new things, but the thing is, I don't want to. I don't have that time. I don't have that dedication to this. Because this thing should have been perfect on day one. It was not. And I am never, ever saying that you shouldn't support these people. You shouldn't support custom barns. No. I even say in my video, I'm not saying that you shouldn't support customs. I'm just saying you have to be very careful because you might not get what you think you're getting. And that goes for anything. And that's why you gotta be careful. And if people don't care what I have to say, or not gonna watch this because it's a longer video, I don't care. But stop coming my videos and complaining why I remove your comments, and then saying that Scorpion's a big meanie who can't take criticism and who has to always be right. Well, you know what? Whatever. My channel, my stuff, whatever. You've never owned this barn. You will never, ever own this barn. And nobody can have the same encounterment, I guess the word. I can't think of the word. Nobody can ever have the same experience as me. Encounterment. Yeah, Scorpion, you're so professional. So yeah, anyway, phone battery's dying, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm not saying that customs are shit. I'm saying that scammers are shit. So yes, don't market your barn like it's a Breyer barn. Unless it's actually a Breyer barn. So yes, bye.